Hey guys, welcome back to Billy Ray Garage. Today's video we are putting on this front splitter here. Ooh, yay, carbon fibre and plastic, whatever it is. This kit does not come with directions, and the only thing they give you is a couple screws and some, looks like double-sided tape, and good luck. So, gonna figure it out. I got some race ramps that I need to test out, so let's go get the car up in the air and see how they work. Alright guys, got the little 3-inch ramps. We'll see if these things hold up. They're super light, so that's good. So let's see if these things work. Alright, that worked well. So now let's see if we can get the 10-inch blocks under it. Alright, got my other race ramp. This is the 10-inch one. I got a couple 7-inches there. So if 10 inches starts dipping the car on the ground, on the rear, like the exhaust banging on the driveway, we'll switch to that. But right now we're going to try these 10-inch jobs. So, here we go. I think we're just going to use the 7-inchers. Going up pretty high. Yeah, I think those 10 inchers are a little too tall for putting up just the front end. I bet if I jack up the back, put a 7-incher under it, 7-incher under the front, jack the back up more, or jack the front up more, and then put the 10 inchers under the front, jack the back up more, put it at 14, probably be in great shape then, but they seem to be working so far, so cool. What's 3 inches anyway?
That's what she said.
All right, so I'm gonna do a little test fit, make sure everything lines up. And then I'm gonna use some tape, tape it up, drill some holes. Let's see. Right there, flush there, flush there. Seems like it wants to be about right there. So when I get some tape, I'll tape it up to hold it up and start drilling some holes. All right, guys, got the lip taped up. Seems like it where it wants to be. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that'll come up more. Okay, cool. So yeah, just got to flush with the wheel well right here. And same thing on the other side. Now that it's taped up, there's pre-existing holes. I'm going to drill little pilot holes. And then take these little screws and screw them in, just not all the way, because I think the double-sided tape has to go on the top part of the lip. So there's a double-sided tape. We'll figure that out in a minute. Yeah, so the plan is put the screws in, not all the way, and have this hang down. I'll clean the front of the bumper and the top part of the lip with alcohol, and I'll lay the double-sided tape inside of, or on top of the lip, and then I'll push it up all the way, and hopefully that's what we got to do. Because like I said, this thing did not come with directions, and kind of just flying by wire here, as there's a bee right there that wants to kill me.
Don't with us, or we'll sting you all at once and kill you.
Let me drill some pilot holes and make this happen. Alright guys, I'm going to drill a couple little pilot holes. I made them really tiny. I don't even know what size bit that is, but I want to make it as tight as possible so that the screws don't strip. Alright, got them all. Okay guys, so I ended up taking a whole bunch of these screws out here and just left 2 in that corner, 2 in this corner, because I could not get this lip low enough to do anything with it. So now I got a good gap. So now I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol, I'm going to clean out all in here and get as far to that corner as I can. I don't think that corner's necessarily important to tape, but I would imagine from fog light to fog light is pretty important, because that could get a little flex and a little play. So at least I clean this with alcohol, clean up all in here, and lay the tape in here, clean this up, and then I'm just gonna go boop, and then I'm gonna screw it in. So hopefully that works. Okay, went from about middle of fog light to middle of fog light with the double-sided tape. I'm gonna peel off the top layer, push it up, and I'm gonna send it home. Set this thing up into place, like so. Start our little screws. All right, guys, finished product. Boom. Looks pretty sweet. I like it. Yeah, it just adds a little something to the front end of this thing. That needed a little help. That's okay. Let's go underneath. So yeah, underneath, got all our little screws. Looks like there's, that one's got to go a little more. Yeah, tighten that guy up a little bit more. But yeah, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 12 screws in there. They give you 15. You get 3 extra, so don't worry about that. No big deal. And as you can see, on the stock bumper, there's like a little lip here. It just rides right along there nicely. So that ensures that you're doing it right. So that helps out a lot. No big gaps here. Nice and flush. A little carbon fibre accent. Let me just tighten that screw up real quick and I'll finish this video up. Alright guys, that wraps up the video. Not too bad of a job. I do like it. I think it adds a little aggression to the front of this thing. So, very much needed. Kind of breaks up the roundness of the front of it. Probably lowers the front end about 1 inch to maybe 2. I don't think it's pushing 2, but probably 1.5 inches lower in the front. So we'll see if that survives parking spots or my driveway. So I'll give you an update when I start the next video, see if that thing survives. But yeah, not too bad. I will put up on the screen the price of this thing, because I forgot, but I got it from Street Driven Performance. That's also where I got the side skirts from and the rear spoiler. Not a sponsor, but they made my steering wheel. As you saw, that thing is pretty sweet. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I can't talk today, and I'll see you in the next one.